Hello, my friends. Welcome to One Coffee with Kavana from Santiago, Chile, with the great sponsor from the German Jewish Museum in Santiago. I have a guest, which is, at least for me, it's very important. He's Michael Levy. Uh, his brother, Or, lived the new Israeli dream until October 7th. Why? Because he's one of the persons abducted by Hamas during the conflicts, and his situation has drawn international attention. And I would like to talk with Michael, brother, and because our job at One Coffee with Kavana is also to keep the agenda on until all the hostages return back home. So welcome to the podcast. Welcome, Michael, and thank you very much for the time to talk with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And I would like to go back in time. And can you bring me back to the time you found out on October 7th that Or was abducted? So if you can tell the story about this one.
Of course, it actually took us a while to understand what happened. I remember I woke up. I live in central Israel. I woke up to the sound of sirens all over. Whenever you have sirens, that you have a missile attack. This time it was a huge missile attack. It was all over, pretty much all over Israel. I remember it was 6:34 a.m. on October 7th. I woke up on Saturday morning. I didn't understand what's happening because we are used to those sirens, but this time I knew that something was different. I immediately called my mother and asked her if my parents are okay. She said that they are okay. They were hiding in a bomb shelter. But she also said that Or and his wife Eynav went to a music festival, the Nova Music Festival, on close to the Gaza border. At that time, I wasn't too worried because she said that they called her and that they are heading back. And a few minutes after, they texted her and told her that they are hiding in a bomb shelter next to the road until the missile attack is over. So at that time, unfortunately in Israel, we are used to those missile attacks. And as long as you keep safe, you should be okay. But then after a few hours, I started hearing what's on the news, some horrible stories that I couldn't believe that are real at that time. And then at around 10 a.m., I got a call from my uncle. He asked me, "Did you hear something from Or and Eynav?" And I remember that I told him that my mom spoke to them and they should be okay and they are heading back. But when I hung up the phone, I immediately felt that something really bad happened because I'm used to talk to my uncle, but when he called me, it was strange. I asked myself, why is he asking me about Or? It's very strange. And then I immediately started calling hospitals obsessively to a point that they recognized my voice. They just answered the phone and told me, no, your brother and his wife are still not here. And that was it. Nothing. I couldn't find any clue about them until the day after, when when I discovered that they ran into a specific bomb shelter next to Kibbutz Re'im, and that a lot of people were murdered there, but a lot of people were also missing from there. A few people were missing. And at that point, Or and Eynav were still missing, and it took us 4 days to understand that Eynav was murdered. And only after 8 days, an officer from the army came to us and told us that Or was kidnapped, and that he is alive, but they didn't tell us a lot more than that. And since then, this is what I do.
And if I can ask you, what did you love most of your brother?
My brother is a fun guy. He's one of those annoying geniuses that everything came easily to them. He told himself everything ever since I remember him as a kid. He used to break things and put them back together. I'm the oldest brother, and Or is the youngest. I'm 8 years older than him, but we had the same hobbies, I think. We both love basketball. We are fans of the same team. We used to go to ball games together, or play together, or watch games together, and I think that's what I miss the most. The simple things, or even picking up the phone and talking to him, or crying about our lousy team that lost again, or the simple things that people can do. Most of your viewers can just pick up the phone and talk to their brother or sister. Unfortunately, I can't do it, and I miss it.
How many brothers and sisters are you in the family?
We are three boys.
3 boys. Okay, so you are the oldest, and Or is the youngest.
Or is the youngest, and we have Tal between us.
Okay. And there's a little boy called Almog. How is he doing?
Wow. I guess, as you can imagine, he was on October 7th. He was 2, and since then, 2 a few months actually, and since then he actually turned 3. He celebrated his birthday without his parents. On most days, I think that he's a happy kid, but you can tell he misses them a lot. He keeps asking about both of them, actually. He wants to go home because none of us went back to their apartment since October 7th. He's asking, where are they? And we had to tell him that his mom won't come back, but that his father was kidnapped, and that we are looking for him and doing everything we can to bring him back. But from time to time, he's asking, is Daddy really going to come back? So you can understand. Yeah, unfortunately, he is. And he's also starting to forget, I think, whenever we show him. Unfortunately, whenever we show him pictures of lately, when we ask him who is that, he says it's me. It's and it's difficult. It's heartbreaking to even understand it, because he's practically a baby, and no baby in the world should live like this.
He's living with your parents?
He's currently with my other brother. Yeah.
With our brother. Yeah. Okay. And what do you would like to say people to do anything they can make in order to help you and all the other hostages? Please shout loud because this is an important message that everybody needs to listen.
First of all, I want to stress that I know it's really easy to take this into politics and into the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but the truth is that all and the rest of the hostages are just human beings. They're simple civilians. Or and his wife, Eynav, the only crime was that they wanted to celebrate peace and love in a music festival. This is not about politics. It's about a little boy that lost his mother and is missing his father. My ask is very simple. Just whenever someone talk about politics, just remind him that this is not about politics. It's about human beings with real lives and hopes and dreams and families. And the simple truth is that whenever Hamas will release all the hostages, this war will end and the suffering for both sides will end. I don't want to live in a war. No one here wants to live in a war. We want to live in peace. But it's really, you can't live in peace when innocent civilians are murdered in their beds and babies are butchered in their beds and women are being raped by monsters. We have to put an end to it and release all the hostages. And I think that the most important thing that the world can do right now is to say enough and put pressure on Hamas to release the hostages. It's as simple as that.
Thank you very much, Michael. I mean, this is a great message. I not only hope, I need that most of the 8 billion people that live in our planet should listen to you because it's important. Or and all the other hostages are humans being like you and I, and we all like to live in peace, and we are asking for that. Just bring them back home, and give us the opportunity to live in peace. And this is the message for the world. Again, thank you very much for your time, Michael. We will shout loud this message, and I hope that you will have your brother very soon at home, and at least you will be able to go to the basketball game again. You will call him again, and your basketball game team will always win after he is going back home. So again, Amen. Michael, thank you very much. A big hug from this person here from One Coffee with Kavana and from Santiago. Thank you very much. And to all my friends watching One Coffee with Kavana, see you in my next podcast. Thank you. Bye-bye.